You know you have your reverse engineering project due, but what needs to be turned in? You have this rubric. First part's easy, right? Is it look nice? Did you put it just like tape a bunch of stuff to a poster board, or did you try to make it look nice? CAD accuracy. Okay, do you have the proper drawing files for each part? Drawing files would be those things, okay? You need to have a drawing file for each part you create, and it must be dimensioned. So make sure on the top you have the parts list, item quantity, part, mass material volume. You have the CCHS title block with the correct ratio. This one is 1:1. I don't think that's true on this one. I would bet that it's a lot smaller than that. So that was for each part, improved or otherwise. The exploded original assembly. Well, the exploded assembly is right here. This is actually his improved exploded assembly. For an exploded assembly, remember you need to go to presentation view and then tweak the parts and then create balloons. There is a video that will show you how to do that. I will make sure I attach that to this list of things that I'm about to create for you. But yeah, especially if you have an assembly and an assembly, it might mark a bunch of these as item number 2 because it was an assembly and you added something on top of it. That's okay. Okay, let's go back to the rubric. Exploded original assembly, modified part. Okay, so you did all the parts for the original part. Do you have a drawing file? Here is his modified part, his jetpack. Do you have that drawing file? And then the exploded modified assembly. So I already showed you that. This particular student forgot to put the original assembly exploded on there, and it looks like the other example. Here is another example of the original assembly. He remembered to do the balloons, but I would have tweaked these a little bit further out so that I could see the exploded view. It still looks like it's in one piece to me. Challenge level. How many techniques were necessary for you to create? Maybe justify this in your self-evaluation. We'll get to that in a second. Rendered drawings, original and improved assemblies. This should be done on photo paper. So see how shiny it is? Our printers at school do the shiny paper, so you could do it there. So here's his original exploded view. I don't know why he's kind of tilted back. And here is the improved rendered drawing. We did that before. I can again attach a video to show you how to do that. Dimension sketches of each individual part. Now originally on the sheet it said it should be isometric. So these are his isometric ones. They're not dimensioned, and to be honest, they're kind of useless. What we did is we did something like this, where I just had you measure as much as you possibly could. I am okay with either. I actually would prefer this messy thing here. I will say you can make it smaller like this if you would like, as long as I could still read the numbers. So if you would like to scan your big old mess of measurements and shrink it and then reprint it, that would be fine with me. So dimension sketches of each individual part. And then notice his are all on one piece of paper as well. If you have multiple, that's fine. Self-evaluation, what went well, what went wrong, what did I learn? So that we need to do more than right, wrong, learned here. So this particular student, which obviously you can see the name, but I'm sure he doesn't mind. Why did I choose that part? Okay, so this is where you're justifying the difficulty level. What were the challenges? What was difficult for you? What did I change? What did I learn? I don't see what went right here. So maybe that would be something that would be lacking in this one. I wouldn't label it questions, I would label it who would want to use this? Okay, so maybe go into who would benefit from the improvements rather than who would use this. Was this easier or harder than expected? Okay, that's a good one. So that would be kind of fall under the what went right. What did I learn? So there's a bunch of different ways you could do this. You could do this as a bunch of answers of questions. You could do this as a paragraph, but it again has to be on your poster. So get yourself a title, get yourself all the parts that we just listed, and hopefully you will all get A's on this. Email me with questions.